And fall in, my fellow scout troopers, and welcome to 1807 Heilsberg scenario today. Treasury players posted on the NTW3 Peeps Discord by Clarky Boy. His allies today are Angry Peasant, Richard Lionheart, and S3TH or Sith. We have Sniper Smithhuck, Johnny LeBuffin, Monsieur Granoli, and Guy on the opposing side today. I think this is a battle to the death. So we have here Migration and a third Migration player. So 3 Migration players, 1 Doktorov. So they're heading towards, let's check out this house here. And it's an all French affair. The terrain does make things difficult. We've seen this map a few times. There's a huge swamp here, makes it pretty much impossible to attack from. I don't think there's any way they can get past this river. It's too deep. Over here, it's all plain. Obviously, Russia will have to wait for France to move up before they can really engage them. This does afford Russians plenty of time to move their artillery into position. And unfortunately for France, there's only so big a corridor for them to march their forces through over here. So artillery could be a big concern for them down the line. Now it looks like France is also moving around the corner here. I don't know if France will come through the forest here. The cav will take a long time if it tries to go through all that. Even going through these little tight corridors here, cav can get stuck in the forest here, can cause pathfinding issues for your unit. So unfortunately the best way is through this gap over here. This is the largest gap for the French forces to come through. Infantry can go through the roads here pretty easily. Now, if you guys want to see your own Total War replay featured here on this channel, you can either post it to my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, or you can post it to my email, scoutsoфentertainment@gmail.com, in the video description below. And with that, I think we'll do a small cut and come back to the start of the battle. So see you soon, guys. What's interesting is Russia seems to be seceding a lot of territory to France. In fact, they're falling all the way past the little creek here, which is where they're going to set up their infantry and their artillery. Who knows whether the cavalry will engage, either to the left or the right. I seriously doubt we'll see the massive cav battle in the center, especially since we'll have all the infantry forces in between, on either side of them. Now, it'd be sensible for both teams to keep, well, fast-paced cavalry behind the lines, just mainly to protect generals, artillery primarily. And obviously got to spread out squarables too, so you can deter potential cav charges on your line. Alright, we're back, guys, and we're here just to get a glimpse of the mighty Russian artillery battery. It consists of 4 12-pounder cannons and 5 6-pounder cannons in this just one area, not including the other artillery they have on the right. It is absolute suicide for France to even contemplate coming this way. France is already too close. He can't advance. He has to retreat. He has to retreat and try and find another way around.
Sir, our general is under attack.
Where is this? Oh, it's right here. Oh, he's safe. This 6-pounder was firing this direction. Okay, we have 2 French artilleries trying to target one of the Russian artillery sets. Well, a large build up of cav on the left. Some infantry moving over there as well. Not really any Russian infantry I can see, but they're heading that way now. Alright guys, we're back. France is actually shifting his army a little bit to the left. You can see here a few of the casualties as a result of that artillery. Combined, we have about 13 artillery pieces trained on this one area. I'd really hate to be this player. Okay, France is charging in. Russian infantry will open fire. And Cav just intercepted them. France is trying to save the cavalry. Russia's pursuing. Oh, they just broke him. As soon as Russia gave it the chase, they broke. So very lucky there. How does France get past this? Well, their best chance of getting past this massive battery system is to win on the flanks, either or. Not an easy task. The right flank seems to be the most vulnerable section to attack. Has less artillery in the area. Has not that much Russian infantry, although France doesn't know that. The cavalry is of concern, but if France has enough squarables, that pretty much takes the threat of Russian cavalry out of the equation. To give France the edge it needs to really concentrate its efforts on the right. Alright, Russia's moved up to engage France over here. He's falling back those 2 units, but the rest of the line's moving up. I think this belongs to a different player. It's Bagration and Doktorov over here. Yeah, 1 or 2 fall from each unit there. Russia's line doing very well. Russia's going for a charge here, I think, on the French artillery. Okay, Cav broke each other. They were going to charge in, but France had fallen square. So they got 2 squareable units on the right here. Make that a 3rd. Why is this guy going solo here? I think Doktorov actually accidentally sent this guy unit into battle and then forgot about him. Nope, he didn't forget. He's deliberately charging into him. It was a brave charge, and it got there. And a single volley was fired into their face. Clearly this unit likes close quarter combat. Faring very well, morale's strong. We have some mid-tier dragoons backing them up. Russia, sensing weakness, went for a charge, it seems. They're pursuing the French forces. I thought this unit could form a square, or maybe it was the one next to the road that could form a square. That's right. We have some Rosin charging in. Jeez, everyone's being broken. France is being thrown off the battlefield here. Russia continues to roll forward, almost unopposed. Slaughtering French forces by the 10th. It's a massive line. I think that's Russian infantry all the way back there. Russian cavs harassing the retreating French forces. Russia's not going to let him up. He's going to make sure he stays down. I think we might be seeing... Jeez, it's a certain kind of retreat. particular word I'm looking for. It just doesn't come to mind right
Our
now,
men are
unfortunately.
running, sir.
Russia is gonna kill pretty much everything here except for 3 French units. Doctor just steamrolled him. Meanwhile, France has had its first cavalry victory in this battle. Most of these units here cannot form square. None of them can form square. France seemingly had the opportunity, the same opportunity Russia had on Russia's left flank, and unfortunately France decided to pull back. Maybe he should have continued to charge until they formed square. I do feel for France, I truly do. It just doesn't seem to be anything France can do to really stop Russia. They try to assault, they'll blast them apart with their artillery. They already tore up one of their armies and didn't lose that much in the process. Cavalry is trying to battle infantry on the bank. Well, France has turned around, killing some of their own cav. But it spooked Russia off for now, at least. So, a little bit of a lull. He's unlucky to the right flank of France today. Just got torn to shreds, unfortunately. Okay, France is coming down the road here. Don't know if he wants to continue marching down the road. Nor with all this artillery present. What Russia probably should do here is delegate these 3 units to the road. He's already delegating 2, it would seem. Oh, here we go. Oh, they just got a volley off. Unlucky to France. But Russia has a lack of cav support here on the right. So you got to wonder when this Russian player is thinking of turning his line on a dime towards the road. At the same time, he sends up more migration forces from this side to attack France's right flank. They'll push these French units all the way back. And Russia potentially could just continue to move forward like this and then pivot, move this way, wrap around, cut off the French retreat, begin pushing them towards their allies on the far left, and then end the fight. The only way France could stop that plan from enacting is to literally fight their way through the center, break through, and then if they break through, they potentially can get into that artillery battery, the massive battery, and destroy it. That is the Achilles heel of the French army. They need to take that out. That's got to be their primary target. They've lost so much cavalry and Russia still has so much. I don't think France has the forces to fend off that much cavalry. Their infantry, I think, might be able to fight their way through. France just needs to make sure these guys, most of them can form squares. That's got to be the key. If he sends any units up front that aren't squareable, you can kiss that attack goodbye. Alright, France just got a big lull there. Russia is limbering up all the artillery. We've got French skirmishers, seemingly no cav protecting their right, so they're exposed to any Russian cav. A fact that Russia it doesn't appear to be exploiting right now. Looks like we got a one unit fight all the way at the right. France is trying to recall this infantry unit. Russia's just gonna chase him down, harass him. Okay, here comes the cav. This is what I was concerned about. These skirmishers are dead. Unfortunately, no contest. Russia's already engaging him over here. And Doktorov has pretty good units. The accuracy was better than the French forces he faced earlier. I'm not seeing any Russian troops fall just yet. Let's see how the Russians go. Seconds away from firing. And there's a cav charge behind us right now. I just want to see what the Russians can do here. Okay, I saw a few Russian troops fall. Jeez, what are they waiting for? Units are going to start breaking if they're not careful. Oh, Russia was trying to go for the artillery. That wasn't as impressive as I thought it could be. Now France tried to assault the line again. Looks like he punched a decent sized hole, but Russia shut down that attack. There's some Kirasiri protecting the right flank. Should better hold off most of that French cav. Oh, what's going on here? Russia's coming from behind. Mass charge. Russia absolutely nailed them. They continue to bayonet charge him. They just waited till that Russian cav unit was in position, then charged him from behind. France now losing their right flank, is withdrawing. Doesn't want to get caught out. Unfortunately, by withdrawing as much as they are, they're exposing the rest of the line, their allies' line here. Russia's bringing up reinforcements to fill that gap that was blown apart by the French cavalry. Russia formed square. And it's starting to repel the French forces. France is disorganized here. He's got to get his troops into position. Russia's going to be formed up long before France is. They might just bayonet charge him. They're not stopping. France has time for a volley. Oh, that broke one of them. One down, 3 to go.
Our men are running.
Yeah, Russian cav moving up with the infantry. France won't be able to get at them so easily. It just didn't seem like very much of a fair fight. I just don't know what happened with France. They never really looked like they were in the game. It's possible a low pointer faced off against a high pointer. So, you know, low point French faced off against the highest point of the Russians. The amount of cav they have left over, as well as the number of troops.
Our men are running, sir.
It just seemed like France was overpowered in every way possible. Artillery, cavalry, infantry. Mind you, the way the Russians used their cavalry definitely helped their infantry out. There's a few nice, well-timed charges from the Russian cav that just tore apart and sent the French forces into a rout. France, it looks like he's trying to harden his position. There's some Russian cav here that are needed in the battle, but... Okay, they just start turning around now. If you guys could comment in the section below and just outline your thoughts of how France could have turned this battle around. I felt like the only chances of victory was to put heavy emphasis on the right flank, of France's right flank. I thought the Russians were a bit more vulnerable there than anywhere else on the line. Attacking it in the centre was straight up suicide. There was no way that was going to work. They would have been blown apart before they even got close to the creek. They seemed to spread themselves a bit too thin. They had too many forces in the centre. They also obviously have enough here on the right, because they're still well and truly in the game. I'm just going to blow them apart. Looks like we've got Russian artillery over here. Russian heavy cav coming back. Pardon me, they were just fighting elsewhere before. France is trying to bayonet charge him.
The men are fatigued. Must rest it.
Cav probably needs to get in there. Not a good time to turn away. Russian cat coming in from the rear. This pincer thing between infantry and cav is just working wonders for the Russian alliance today. Well-timed charge after well-timed charge after well-timed charge. And that's victory. So, Russia there steamrolled France. Seemingly nothing they could do to stop it. Well done to the Russian alliance here today. If I can put the stats on the screen at the end of the video, I will later on during editing. Looking at the kill counts here, it ranged from 144 down to zip probably. 2 units getting over 100 kills there. Just scroll down and give you guys a chance to see how each unit did. So, player was combating one of the Bulgarian forces. And that is it. So, once again guys, if you want to see your own Total War replay here featured on this channel, don't forget to check out those links you'll find in the video description below. Hope to hear from you soon. Thank you to Clarky for posting the replay too on the Peeps Discord. This is Micka from Scouts Entertainment signing off. Goodbye my fellow Scout Troopers. See you all in the next Total War battle.